This will start the lecture for Section 5 of Chapter 20, Weather, and Section 5 deals with forecasting weather. This will be fairly short and simple. Weather forecasting is a complex process that requires cooperation of many different agencies. Huge amounts of data are necessary for forecasting. The sources of the data include satellites, weather balloons, radar, airplanes, ships, and radiosondes. A radiosonde is a device that meteorologists use to measure temperature, pressure, and humidity of air at different altitudes. Radiosonde is an instrument package attached to a balloon which carries it up into the atmosphere, kind of like a weatherman's Leatherman, actually, that gives them, once again, gives them temperature, pressure, and humidity of the air at different altitudes. From this data, meteorologists will develop what's called a station model. They use the data they receive from weather stations, and they create their weather maps to help fit the huge amounts of data onto a compact map. They develop the station model, which includes information on temperature, dew point, weather conditions, wind speed, and direction. Station model is then used by meteorologists to make what's called a surface weather map. Surface weather maps are essential tools that give weather forecasting the big picture of the current weather conditions. It takes several steps to generate these surface weather maps, and usually the surface weather maps will contain wind direction changes behind fronts, the temperature changes across the fronts, and the dew point changes across the fronts. Forecasting then, if you listen to Weather at Night, they develop what's called a computer models, more than one model, to predict what's going to happen with the weather. All right, and there will be no review questions for Section 5, and this completes the lecture notes, all of the lecture notes for Chapter 20, Sections 1 through 5.